Hello guys, welcome back to a new live stream. It's been a while. It's been a while. Um, it's been a while for sure, for real. It's been a minute since I done a live stream. To be honest, I've been doing like YouTube shorts on my main channel, and just because it just kind of like to put something out there, you know what I mean? At least something. But if you guys are new, obviously feel free to check out my main channel, which is the Wake Up Call, and then my backup channel, my second channel, which is the Wake Up Call 2.0. If you guys are new, subscribe. If you guys like the content and all that stuff, feel free to subscribe. Check out any of the videos that I've put out, and all that stuff. So today's topic is actually a really good topic, I feel like, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that think, if I had everything in the world, if I have money, if I have riches, if I have fame, all that stuff that is like nonsense, that is like materialism, and like this, all that stuff that is just the flesh, the lust of the flesh, obviously. And people have the deception, believe in that deception, that if you have everything in the world, that you're gonna be happy. If you have everything in the world that you want, you're gonna be happy. When it's the complete opposite of that. It's complete opposite. So yeah, I feel like that's a really good topic to go off today. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good topic to touch on. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just something to start with, because a lot of people in this world, they believe, that have that deception, that idea or mindset that, if I have everything in the world that I want, or accomplish this, I'm gonna be super happy, and I'm gonna be like really, really happy, or like whatever, and like I have this like idea in mind that that's gonna happen. It's not. But anyway, that is what I wanted to go into, and yeah, and obviously go into a little bit of scripture here. Obviously, there's King Solomon. King Solomon was like amazing, because like he became king at a really young age. Like I think like in his 30s or 20s. I'm not too sure, but he was an amazing. Like he talked about some amazing stuff, really deep stuff. You know what I mean? And so that's what I want to talk about today, first and foremost. So I think that touching on Proverbs is an amazing book. Touching on that first is like, I think it's a good idea to go on into this, because it's a really important to touch upon. Really, really important. So, what was I going to go into this? I forgot. I was going to go into verse, and I don't remember which one I was going to, but I think it was around here. Yeah. I forgot which one I was going to go into. I guess we could just read the whole chapter, because like it's a good chapter. Alright. So, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. Sorry for the background noise, my bad. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. That's so true. The righteous of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, I mean, such like intellect, is like deep intellectual stuff here. Like, I love this, to be honest. Another one I'm going to go into is Proverbs 23, I think. So yeah. So I think this starts, because it says saying 7. I'm assuming it's like, there's like other verses before, the chapter before this, so yeah. So when you sit to dine with a ruler, note well what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. Do not crave his delicacies, for that food is deceptive. Wow. Do not wear yourselves out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Wow, that's so true nowadays. To be honest, it's so true. We cannot like trust in our own knowledge, our own wisdom, because is it's not nothing to boast about. We're supposed to be boasting in Jesus, not in ourselves or in our intellectualness or whatever. You know what I mean? So do not trust in your own cleverness. To cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone. For they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit of the little you have eaten and will have wasted your compliments. Do not speak to fools, for they will scorn your prudent words. Do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on the fields of the fatherless, nor their defender, for their defender is strong. He will take up their case against you. So yeah, these are all really good verses. Really, really good verses. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Another one that I want to go into also, speaking of Proverbs on stuff, and King Solomon, the books he wrote on stuff, is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, I don't know. Something about it, I just love Ecclesiastes. It's just, I don't know. So I feel like for me, if you're like a new believer, if you're like a born again believer, but you just came into faith, I feel like this is for you. Like for you who just like became a Christian, who is a new believer in Christ. Like I think for you, I think this is for people who like are new believers. I feel like, because for me this was like so amazing. Like to read this, it was like food to my soul. To be honest, I just like devoured every word that King Solomon was saying here. Like it's just amazing. I love it. But here it says Ecclesiastes 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Solomon. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. Sorry. Yeah, I think I said vanity in vanity. It's vanity of vanities. Saith the preacher, vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor in which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. But the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his currents. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So wow, amazing. I love this. It's incredible. Just wow. I mean, to be honest, he went through a lot. So like he was like, you know what? There's nothing under the sun that's new. There's nothing under the sun that's like, you know what? This is new. This is new. Like no, there's like everything is of old time. Everything's like old. Like it's a like the earth. There's nothing new that the earth hasn't experienced. So pretty much I think that's what he's saying. So yeah, wow, amazing. Yeah, vanity of knowledge. So I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sort travail hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Wow. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. It's true. Like, there is nothing. All the wanting in the world cannot be numbered. Like, you're gonna want this, you're gonna want that, you're gonna want this, it's like a limited number of like what things you want, right? Like, you want some new shoes, you want a new computer, you want a new this, you want a new that. It's like, this is like, it's unlimited number of wantings, right? That's just what he's saying. Like, it's crazy. I commune with my own heart, saying, "Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is a vexation of spirit." Wow. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, yeah, this is like the first chapter. I'm like, whoa, this is like the first, like, I feel like this is the first time I read this, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, bravo. I love it. So yeah, this is, I think, another one that I was going to go into, I think. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Ecclesiastes 5. Keep thou foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few, for a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by a multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow, than thou shouldest vow and not pay. So, wow, yeah. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was in error. Therefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the work of thy hands. I'm gonna skip a little bit here. Okay, so for in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also diverse vanities, but fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in providence, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, true, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. Awesome. I love it. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? So, wow, I love it. Yeah, I mean, these are all like the scriptures I wanted to go into. Just a quick glance at like Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Obviously, it's not all the chapters, obviously, like that you can read that on your own. But just kind of like grasping how he was trying to speak, you know what I mean? Trying to give out a message of like, you know what? I've done everything under the sun. I tried everything under the sun. I tried wisdom. I tried knowledge. I tried to, you know, I tried all this stuff. None of this satisfied my soul. None of this like gave me. It didn't satisfy my soul. It didn't give me any like pleasure or satisfaction. You know, it didn't fulfill me or anything like that. I think this is really, really important especially for young people to understand. Is that, especially college students, I feel like maybe it's like, you know, I want to do this major, you know, I want to graduate and then get a job and all that stuff, and like, to be honest, that, okay, yeah, it's important, yes, but like, it's not everything in the world. It's not, if you fail, if you drop out of college, if you graduate college. Okay, I mean, it doesn't at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like it's just a degree. It's just a diploma. It's just like it's just paper. You know what I mean? Like, good, you're getting a degree. That's good. Okay, but like, it's like King Solomon is saying, no matter how much knowledge you gain, it like it doesn't really fulfill you, right? So like it's that's what I'm trying to say, and that's what he's trying to say. So I feel like this is really, really good to understand. I do have a video, honestly, that, I mean, there's these are celebrities talking, obviously they're sold out, but this is like, listen to them, and like this is like coming from the mouth of the wolves, whatever. This is coming from the wolf's den, I guess, or like people who are like been through it, and like it's like they're saying like it's not worth it. But I think this is really, really awesome, like just to like read these scriptures and like realize like it's not fulfilling at all. Like, it's not. We could just try it, like we can just see like so many people trying to be famous in Hollywood, or like going in on these auditions and like trying to be an actor and actress or like whatever, and like it doesn't really matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're becoming like an actor, okay, big whoop, like it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So like being an actor, being an actress, being like a famous person, or like a singer, or like a whatever, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And this is what they're saying too. So here we go. I don't think, can you? Oh yeah, you can see that. Okay, cool.
When people say, "Oh, I want,"
One second. I think that's good. Start up again.
when people say, "Oh, I want to be like you, I want to be an actor, I want to look like you," the question I always ask them is why? Like, really, why? And people, and especially America, this idea of fame, that to be famous means that you're successful, that you're happy.
When How I Met Your Mother first went on the air, I ran into an actress that I knew, and she said, "Are you just like so happy all the time?" And I remember thinking, does she really think that when CBS picked up the show, it left me with an inability to feel anything other than unbridled joy? But the joke was on me because I kind of thought it would.
Why am I unhappy? Okay, Stephanie got...
I mean, it's true though. Like, I mean, you what I'm trying to say, don't just get their word for it. Like, listen to King Solomon. Like, he went through all of this. He's like, I went through all of this stuff with like being, because he was a very known guy. He was like famous. Like, King Solomon was famous. Like, King David was famous too. Through all the land, like, they were famous. They were rich because they were kings. They were singing wisdom and all that stuff. But he said, you know what? None of this is satisfying. It's fixation is fair. It's all vanity. All is vanity. You know what I mean? This is what they're saying. So insane. Yeah. I mean. Anyway, yeah.
The happiness wasn't there, and I realized why that was. There was such an attempt to achieve these things and to keep going that you lose sight of the people and the blessings that you have around you.
And when you have all this stuff, it doesn't mean you're happy.
A lot of people think getting famous will save you, that it will grant you the life you feel you're owed and spare you certain indignities. I was pretty bummed to realize that rather than lessening or eliminating my insecurities and least attractive qualities, it basically poured fertilizer on them.
Has your happiness risen at the same amount as your bank account?
No. That's the thing.
This is Jay-Z. We all know he was a sellout. We all know Beyonce's a sellout. But they're saying, hey, this is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. It's not worth it. This is literally what they're saying. This is from them. This is from their mouth.
They don't
equate, or they're not tied in any way.
They're not tied to each other. Wow. I mean, it allows you freedom, and it allows you to go places where you can smile and look at the sunset and things like that. That's what you choose to do and you enjoy to do. Right. But there are a lot of people with tons of money who aren't happy.
We are told that if we're beautiful...
Go back a little bit.
Right. But there are a lot of people with tons of money who aren't happy.
We are told.
Right? There's tons of people who have money who aren't happy. That's what he's saying. And it's just from their mouth, their own mouth. It's not worth it. You don't become like super, super happy or fulfilled once you reach the top. You don't. Like, you have to. And another thing is that you have to sell out in order for you to be a professional basketball player. a soccer player, football player, whatever you name it, a famous actress or sing, whatever. If you want to go to the top, you have to sell out. This is what they're not saying either, because obviously they're sellouts. They're not gonna tell you. You have to sell out. You have to. In essence, it's kind of like what, you have to strip. You have to leave you have to compromise your morals. You have to leave those morals behind, and do what they're saying you have to do, because you're gonna become a puppet. That you're a puppet. You're gonna be their puppet, the elite puppet. You're gonna do what they say. You have no rights. You have no privileges. You're gonna do what they say. You're gonna be their puppet. And this is what some stuff that they don't say, because obviously they're sellouts. They're not gonna tell you, because they're puppets themselves.
But the most important journey, I think, all of us.
I mean, and King Solomon. Go back to King Solomon. Again, he was famous throughout the land. He was one of the most wisest kings. Actually, he was the wisest next to Jesus. He was the wisest king in all the land, and he was known because of his wisdom. He was like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Us will go through. It's the journey.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's people who are like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate my whole life to trying to become an actress or singer. That is the most saddest thing I can ever hear you say.
Anything you do, it should not be motivated by something that.
Sorry, I'm like skipping over here. I'm just like trying to get through.
You think is going to make fulfillment comes from within you by being authentic to yourself, not.
Okay, well, that's not true either. Being fulfilled is believing in Jesus. That's what it literally comes down to. These are people are like saying, "Oh, believe in yourself and like go chase your dreams." Like, no.
Chasing fame.
Life is about balance, right? You have to have some type of balance. You have like time for.
And again, these are
sellouts.
These are sellouts who they're not going to tell you that they're sellouts. They're not going to tell you that they're puppets. They're not going to tell you that you have to do certain things that they don't want you, or they don't want to do, right? They're not going to tell you that because they're puppets.
You don't allow these two things to coexist. You have an
because
imbalance.
if they say something, they're going to get in trouble because of the elite.
Here I do one check.
Anyway, yeah, that's it for that, guys. That is literally I wanted to say, guys. It is crazy. It is vanity. Again, so going down scripture, vanity of vanities, saith Peter. Vanity of vanities. All of it is vanity. All is vanity. Again, what does it profit a man? What does it profit you to gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Again, that's, and all that, this is a video. This video is going out to people who want to chase their dreams. They want to fulfill the lust of the flesh. They want to chase money, right? This is for you guys out there who are living for the world, who are living for yourself, because this is not. We are not here to fulfill our dreams or our visions or goals or all that stuff. It's good to have goals, right? Like, I'm not saying it's not as good. It's like bad to have goals. Like, it's good. Like, you wanna improve yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, being famous and like being rich and all that stuff, like, it's not worth it. Like, they're even saying that it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It is not worth being rich and famous and all that stuff. It is not worth it. King Solomon is saying this too, not just me. Like, so true, so true, so true. It's crazy. I wanted to. I've been wanting to do like these types of videos for a while. I haven't had the time, but it's. Here you go. It's true. It's fulfilling. It's like Apostle Paul said, fulfilling. It's fulfilling the lust of the flesh. You're going after your own flesh, right? And you're pretty much saying, screw Jesus. I'm gonna chase my own dreams and fulfill the lust of the flesh and go after my own dreams and all that stuff, and not really acknowledging what Jesus did for you on the cross is, it's crazy. I mean, right? It's crucifying our own flesh, crucifying our own desires, our own dreams, right? Crucifying our own flesh. Not literally, obviously, but figuratively, crucifying our own desires, our own visions or dreams, whatever, right? It is doing that. A true believer does that. And I think that's so important to realize. So yeah, that's all guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I enjoy this live stream because it was a quick live stream, but I think it was a really good one. And so yeah, that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.